Hey guys, it's Alec Torelli from Conscious Poker, and I really believe we are on the verge of a serious threat to live poker as we know it. I really believe what's coming could actually kill live poker. And that's not hyperbole, it's not clickbait. It's a serious problem. I've been thinking about this for a while, and my conviction about this has only gotten higher as I've seen technology progress in the way that I'm about to share with you. I've been wanting to make this for a long time. I don't know why I haven't made this video, but now it's like coming to a point where I've learned, just done a lot more research on AI and what's coming. The numbers are quite staggering. It's actually quite a phenomenon that we are not able to quite understand. And it's because progress of technology is exponential. Things are doubling every 18 months. It's called Moore's Law. And we're not really equipped with our human mind to understand how fast doubling of a technological process is and the implications. And so the way to think about it is where we are right now. If we increase things in a linear fashion, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a linear progress. 30 steps is 30. If we increase things in an exponential fashion, which is what's happening with AI and technology, 30 steps, you know how far 30 steps is exponentially? It's 1 billion. It seems like it's far away, but if you think about the progress of exponential growth, it happens very fast. In live poker, in online poker, we've experienced a lot of what's called RTA, real-time assistance. And what's happening are people are using AI software, they're using solvers, let's say, to run a simulation of a hand while the hand is actually happening on their computer screen. So they get dealt, top pair, they don't know what to do, and they input the hand into the solver while they're playing the hand. Maybe they use a time bake, maybe they're just very fast at doing it. Maybe they input the hand pre-flop in case they get a big spot on the flop or the turn of the river, so the solver is already keeping up with the action as it's happening in real time, and they're able to use real-time assistance to essentially tell them the correct output during the game in online poker. Now, there's ways to mitigate against this. The sites are working and the community is working against it. But the point is not that. We're not here to discuss that. That's a separate topic for another video. The point is the technology is there to solve a hand in a perfect GTO fashion in real time. Okay, so the technology already exists to do this in online poker. That's why there's huge debates about, and what to do about cheating in online poker. It's a huge problem. Okay, now why is this a problem in live poker? And why isn't this a problem in live poker yet? Well, it's not a problem in live poker because there is no way to use a solver in real time. That's the bottleneck, right? The bottleneck is it's not currently possible to do that. And in fact, to do it on your phone, we've seen people do this in tournaments. That's why they've essentially banned solvers in the tournament area. So while the tournament is running, if you are playing in the event, you're not allowed to be on a solver, right? You can do it on a break or after the tournament is over, you can go home and study all the hands you want. But while you're at the table, you're not allowed to be on a solver and run all the inputs for obvious reasons, right? It would be the closest thing to real-time assistance. But how could a cheater get it? And we've seen people get caught doing this and it blows up and it's a big deal, fine. And it's hard to kind of get away with doing this because you have to be literally on your phone. But what happens in a future where cheaters can do this and go undetected? What would that future look like? Well, it would look like a future where people cannot detect whether someone is using a solver. And you say, well, that's impossible, right? You have to be on your phone. Anyone can see if someone's on their phone like this, looking at the inputs and then looking at the board. It looks so obvious, right? But if you've seen Black Mirror or you've seen that show, you've seen how these contact lenses are essentially a way that people can see through augmented reality and look at the world. And there's these contact lenses by which people basically observe all of reality. They could record things, they could connect to the internet, and they can have augmented things projected. They could have real-time assistance with anything that they're doing. So they have Google scanning whatever that is and telling them the definition of an image. And that seems like this far-fetched reality. Now, when Meta came out with their Ray-Ban glasses, I was like, holy shit, that is basically 1 degree of separation away from Black Mirror episode. Not that it's going to all be dystopian. I'm not here to say that the whole future is dystopian like it is in Black Mirror. There's risks of that, of course. But the technology progress to get us to the point where that reality of what's happening in a Black Mirror episode is not that far away. Because we already have the Meta Ray-Ban glasses. And if you see what these things can do, it's quite incredible. You can actually record video by pushing a button on your glasses. You can take a high-def photo. And most importantly, you could connect to the internet. So there's essentially a Siri feature, or there's a Google feature where you can say, hey, Meta, or hey, you command the glasses and say, hey, what is this building? And it'll say, oh, that's the Duomo in Florence. It was built in, the 15th century. And or you could show it a fresco and it'll say, oh yeah, Michelangelo painted that fresco, because it's connected to the internet. It could streamline like imaging and scan all of the internet for anything that it sees and tell you what that image is. And this is already available. Like, you can see reports of people using this on social media. The technology is phenomenal. Now, we're pretty much at that point where it's almost undetectable that someone would be connected to the internet using glasses, because if they don't even need contacts, they could have glasses. A lot of people have glasses at the poker table. It's pretty common, especially, if they need them to see, or they have sunglasses to conceal their emotions. We're already there. So what is the missing plug here? The missing plug is essentially the API connection, right? The connection from the solver into the Ray-Ban glasses. Now, how far away are we from that in a world where technology doubles? The rate of speed of technology doubles every 12 to 18 months. We're not that far away. I don't know, maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. We're definitely not that far away. This is coming. It's coming within our lifetime. It's coming very, very, very soon. So as all someone would need for this to work is they would be able to connect to a solver that can scan the board, look at their hand. Imagine just like a vlog, right? Imagine someone's recording a vlog. In the future, you're not going to need a phone to record a vlog. You can do their glasses. You can look down at your cards. The camera sees what you're recording. Remember, this is a recording device in your glasses. It's recording the hand. It looks at the flop. It looks at the opponent, and it sees the board. It sees the chips move. It could register the bets, and it knows how big the pot is because it could add all the pot sizes up. You could command it. Maybe there's even a program where you can tell it, hey, red chips are 5, green are 25, black is 100, and it could add the colors of those chips. It could distinguish between these chips, and it could add up the size of the pot, and it could see how much you're betting. It could read the board texture, and then if it could input that information into a solver in real time, it could essentially have an immediate output as to what the Nash equilibrium play is. You could even simplify the betting strategy, right? You don't need all this complex game tree for it to tell you, hey, bet 25% frequency, bet a fourth of the pot, and with 30% frequency, you bet this. It could just say, hey, simplify my strategy and tell me whether I should bet or check and how much. And the solver could just say, boom, bet 550. Bet 550, you see it in augmented reality on your glasses, you just bet $550 right there, boom. How's anyone ever gonna know you're doing that? What's even more amazing is you could argue that like technology would be a better system to read human behavior than humans, right? Imagine that you can pin the glasses, right? You're staring at your opponent. You could look at your opponent, and while the turn card is coming and they're betting, you just stare at them and you're essentially getting a read on them. But instead of using your own instincts to figure out whether he's bluffing or not, or she's bluffing or not, you could just have the glasses read all of the body language across all the internet of all of human history that's ever been uploaded to the internet, and synthesize all that information into an algorithm and say, hey, it's likely that this person is lying, yes or no, with what accuracy and what frequency is this person telling the truth? And it says, hey, there's a 90% chance this person is confident in this situation. Okay, they're confident, they probably have a strong hand. They don't even need to know poker strategy. It could just tell you the body language of that person and then give you an output into what that body language means. Now you have real-time assistance with a solver telling you how to play perfect poker. But in addition to that, you also have like a body language human element reading capacity that's better than any human in the history of the world. And it's all happening through your glasses in real time. Now, we are not far away from this. I have no idea how this is going to be banned. You could ban glasses, and that might work for a few years. But again, remember the technology doubles every 12 to 18 months. So how long before glasses become contact lenses? It's not that far away. Maybe 5 years, like after the glasses. I think that the ability to shrink technology into smaller and smaller pieces to have better and better outputs has been a phenomenon observed for the last 50 years. And we continue that exponential progress forward. Again, it's called Moore's Law. You can look it up. So how long before all of this technology is not in glasses, which you can say we could ban all glasses at the table? I mean, people need glasses to see with contacts. I mean, with reading glasses, not just sunglasses. You could ban all sunglasses, but can you ban reading glasses at the table? You can't really do that. So that technology could probably be put into that. But even if you banned all glasses, it could be put into contact lenses. How are you going to ban someone from connecting this augmented reality future to the internet? And then everyone's just only as good. They're all losing to the guy who's basically using real-time assistance and body language analysis at the poker table. This is wild. And I would love to start a conversation in the poker community about how we're going to solve this problem. And if other people are thinking about this, I haven't heard anyone talk about this. Granted, I don't mention this to a lot of people, but I wanted to make this video. The people I have mentioned it to are concerned as well. We've talked about this amongst a small circle of me and my close friends. But I'd like to put this out to make it public because I think this is going to be a real problem and it's something we need to think about and how to address. There's always going to be people that are nefarious actors and cheating in poker, but the more that we can create systems and be aware of the problems and talk about them ahead of time, I think it's going to hopefully help make poker a more safe, transparent place for honest poker games to happen. And anytime there's a lot of money at stake, like as you move up in stakes and you play for, some of the big cash games, I mean, there's just a lot of incentive for someone to, use this assistance to cheat in those games because there's a lot of money at stake. And so how do we solve that problem as a community? I would love to hear your thoughts in a comment. Share this video with someone if you found it helpful, or we can continue the conversation and help raise awareness about this issue. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to open the conversation. So thank you for listening, and hopefully we can fix this together. Okay, see you in the next one.